Welcome to the Miracle Work today, Miracle Work class or Miracle Work moment. It's great. Today we take a look at the review lessons of 141 to 150, and yeah, these are beautiful lessons. We looked at many of them, actually, like 3 or 4 of them in the last 2 weeks. So you will remember them when you read it, when you hear it. And so the great thing with this is that we can say them, we can share them. They're not like descriptions or anything, no, it's just pure the lesson. But it has a very beautiful rhythm. And that rhythm, I want to let you feel that. So I made sheets with the words, and so I made sheets with the words, and we can read them together. That's what we're going to do later on. And first, I want to take a look at the introduction of the review lessons, and just to deeply see what they actually entail and what is given. So it's always like it's not just an exercise in a book. Like everything is given to you in this, and it's great if you can be receiving this for yourself by just being completely open, having no preconception about it, no anything like this, but relax into them, relax into what you're actually get presented. So it's a very specific place to meet, really. It's a very specific place where we meet, where you can receive this. And so yeah, give it your full attention. Just be completely present here if you can. That would be wonderful. It's really great. So starting with the review, I'm going to read just a few paragraphs of it that I think have like a real core idea in it. And come on in, everybody. Come on in. You're all welcome. Come on in. It's great that you're here. Wonderful. Awesome. Great. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Wonderful. Yeah, more. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. You need to be here. What are you going to do? You're going to sleep? You're going to just sleep in your bed? No. You're welcome to come here and join us in this, togetherness, the miracle work togetherness. And I already introduced this a little bit, so I'm going to read a bit from the introduction to the review lessons of 141 and 150. That doesn't mean anything, it's just a bunch of numbers when I say it like this, but there's so much more that's just beneath all of that you can receive, and say it helps you to let go of this. But I need your full participation and active cooperation, if possible, and we do that later. So I'm going to share some of the introduction to you, I think 3 paragraphs that are really doing it for me, so I love to share that with you. So I read this straight out of the PDF. So this is the introduction, as you see, a review from the Workbook of A Course in Miracles, introduction. Now we review again. Okay, so that's indeed what we're going to do. But I'm starting with this. My mind holds only what I think with God. This is a fact and represents the truth of what you are and what your Father is. Like, my mind holds only what I think with God. This is the theme of today, you could say. It is this thought by which the Father gave creation to the Son, establishing the Son as co-creator with himself. It is this thought which fully guarantees salvation to the Son, For in his mind no thoughts can dwell but those his Father shares. Lack of forgiveness blocks these thoughts from his awareness. Yet it is forever true. See, lack of forgiveness, we were talking about that the other day too. It's like forgiveness is giving up, in fact, your perception of things, your way of looking at things, giving that up. And say, allowing your mind to be open to receive the Father's thoughts that he shares with you in the first place, which is a totally different, say, they are alive, instead of the thoughts that you are thinking are basically nothing, like meaningless, even though they might be so important to you for just a moment. Anyway, so this is a beginning, and then we continue. Let us begin a preparation with some understanding of the many forms in which the lack of true forgiveness may be carefully concealed. Let us begin our preparation with some understanding of the many forms in which the lack of true forgiveness may be carefully concealed. Since that is the only block, like these thoughts that you are not forgiving, or these ideas that you're not forgiving. So here's something that can help you to see how they may be carefully concealed. Because they are illusions, they are not perceived to be but what they are. You think of them as a reality. Defenses which protect your unforgiving thoughts from being seen and recognized, so they're defenses which protect your unforgiving thoughts from being seen and unrecognized. Their purpose is to show you something else and hold correction of through self-deceptions made to take its place. So because they are illusions, they are not perceived to be but what they are. If you would see that your perception is an illusion, in fact, like if you see that what you think that you see is nothing, then it would be easy. But you're actually defending yourself to protect these thoughts, to make them true for yourself. You know, that's what's happening. Here I'm starting. They will not. Well, let's do this. My mind holds only what I think with God. 5 minutes with this thought will be enough to set the day along the lines which God appointed, and to place his mind in charge of all the thoughts you will receive that day. They will not come from you alone, for they will all be shared with him. And so each one brings the message of his love to you, returning messages of yours to him. So will communion with the Lord of hosts be yours, as he himself has willed it be, and as his own completion joins with him, so will he join with you who are complete, and as you unite with him, and he with you. Here it says, like, we add no other thoughts, but let them be the messengers they are. We need no more than that to give us happiness and rest and endless quiet, perfect certainty in all our Father wills that we receive as the inheritance we have of him. We add no other thoughts, but let them be the messages they are. So that's an important instruction with these. It's really great. So it will be all clear when we start to practice it. But I love this. So each thought that is shared will bring the message of his love to you, returning messages of yours to him. So that, like, the communion will be complete by doing so. So I'm leaving this. So basically, what is being shared here, which is the focus, you know, it's like this is, of course, an invitation to communion, to communication with your Creator. And we find all kinds of ways to make that happen. At least we do these exercises, we open ourselves up, and suddenly something happens. It is like that. It's like, it's not really conscious control that you think, okay, now I can do it, and here it goes. So that is not the thing. So it's always about receptivity. It's always about openness, expectancy, breathing it in, whatever word you use. Suddenly you find yourself having an experience of this. Suddenly that is the case. You know, it's like there's no formula. There's no, yeah, like we said last night too, or yesterday. Like there's no way that you can see the shift occur from one to the other. No, you're in one, suddenly you're in the other. And you have no idea how you get there. So this is in fact what we invite in this moment to let that occur. And the way that we do that is really, yeah, lovely in a sense. It's like it's a lovely way to do that. But don't forget, it's like it's only about the communion with God, with your openness. Suddenly you have an experience of love and everything makes perfect sense. Up to that point you think, what are we doing? We're just reading words, really? When you start to hear the words, when they really like start to sound, when they really start to resonate with everything, then it starts to make sense to you. There's just no other way. It's like it would be nice to practice it so well, just like you do in like your 100-meter sprint or something. Like you can train yourself to walk as fast as you can. And yes, today I do it really fast. Like, okay, so I trained so well that now I can do that in 10 seconds. I can walk quite a bit. It's like, no, that's not how this works. It's like it's absolutely the other way around. It's not about you don't train yourself to do it better. You train yourself literally to allow the undoing to take place, to become receptive. So it's like there's not much of a gain in ego perspective, but there's all the gain in say your communication with the love that you are. You know, that's all this is about. So that's you know, you need to recognize that. So we don't add words to this. So it's like we're not going to discuss these expressions. We're not going to do anything with it except letting them purely be as they are and letting that talk to us. Not for the sake of that we're not allowed to share anything, or not at all. Just purely for the right use of this. It's like it's given you to come into communication, to so open up deeply that it's like it starts to make sense, because it's like every step that we take in this, every sentence that we express makes more sense. It starts to gives us a deeper experience of ourselves. That's what is so lovely about this. So we're going to do this. And so the ones that want to participate in expressing this, please open your microphone. So unmute your microphone if you want to participate. If you're sleeping, or it's like, okay, well, I'm not really here, then don't do it. That's fine. But if you're here, do it. So this morning I was active, so I made some of these sheets for this, and that's easy. So it's so easy to make these things these days. I really love it because we can immediately apply it, and it makes it easy and fun also. So this background is part of it too. So you see that in every sheet in a moment. This is the Corinthian Sea in Greece. I made a picture once, so I really love it. Look at the beauty of that. It's like, wow, was it that blue? Well, not really, but yeah. So that's one thing. The other thing is, I made some music that I will play in the background while we are reading this. So now we have like probably 8 minutes or so to go through these sentences. And maybe we do it twice, I don't know. It is, you will see it. If you come into this rhythm and you start to open up more, you start to feel these words while you're expressing it out loud. Yeah, it's lovely to do that. So at least I will play the music in the background a couple of times, or maybe once, I don't know. We'll see. But then at least you know what's going on. Gotta set myself up a little bit. So boom. So everyone is here. Great to see you all. Happy. And it's okay if there is space between the lessons. So it's like, yeah, take it easy. Express them. Be still. And if you feel like you are the next one who can share this, you go right ahead. My mind holds only what I think with God. So you say the first line first. My mind holds only what I think with God. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. Forgiveness offers everything I want.
Mon esprit contient seulement ce que je pense avec Dieu. Je remercie mon Père des dons qu'il me fait, que je me souvienne que je ne fais qu'un avec Dieu.
My mind holds only what I think with God. I thank my Father for his gifts to me. Let me remember, I am one with God.
My mind holds only what I think with God. In quiet, I receive God's word today. All that I give is given to myself.
Mon esprit contient seulement ce que je pense avec Dieu. Il n'est d'amour que celui de Dieu. Le monde que je vois ne contient rien que je veuille.
My mind holds only what I think with God. There is no love but God's. The world I see has nothing that I want.
My mind holds only what I think with God. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. It is impossible to see two worlds.
Au-delà de ce monde, il y a un monde que je veux. Il est impossible de voir deux mondes.
can fail who asks to reach the truth. I loose the world from all I thought it was.
My mind holds only what I think with God. I will not value what is valueless. Let me perceive forgiveness as it is.
My mind holds only what I think with God. If I defend myself, I am attacked. Sickness is a defense against the truth.
Mon esprit contient seulement ce que je pense avec Dieu. Quand je suis guéri, je ne suis pas guéri seul. Le ciel est la décision que je dois prendre.
I am healed. I am not healed alone. Heaven is the decision I must make.
My mind holds only what I think with God. I thank my Father for his gifts to me. Let me remember I am one with God.
My mind holds only what I think with God. I will accept atonement for myself. Only salvation can be said to cure.
Mon esprit contient seulement ce que je pense avec Dieu. J'accepterai l'expiation pour moi-même. Dieu du salut seulement, il peut être dit qu'il guérit.
My mind holds only what I think with God. I will accept atonement for myself. Only salvation can be said to cure.
My mind holds only what I think with God.
My mind holds only what I think with God. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. Forgiveness offers everything I want.
My mind holds only what I think with God. I thank my Father for his gifts to me. Let me remember I am one with God.
My mind holds only what I think with God. In quiet, I receive God's words today. All that I give is given to myself.
Mon
My
esprit
mind
contient,
holds only what I think with God. There is no love but God's. The world I see has nothing that I want.
mon esprit contient seulement ce que je pense avec Dieu. Il n'est d'amour que celui de Dieu. Le monde que je vois ne contient rien que je veuille.
My mind holds only what I think with God. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. It is impossible to see two worlds.
My mind holds only what I think with God. No one can fail who asks to reach the truth. I lose the world from all I thought it was.
Mon esprit contient seulement ce que je pense avec Dieu. Nul ne peut échouer qui cherche à atteindre la vérité. Je relâche le monde de tout ce que je pensais qu'il était.
My
My
mind,
mind holds only what I think with God. I will not value what is valueless. Let me perceive forgiveness as it is.
my mind holds only what I think with God. If I defend myself, I am attacked. Sickness is defense against the truth.
Mon esprit contient seulement ce que je pense avec Dieu. Si je me défends, je suis attaqué. La maladie est une défense contre la vérité.
My mind holds only what I think with God. When I am healed, I am not healed alone. Heaven is the decision I must make. My mind holds only what I think with God. I thank my Father for his gift to me. Let me remember I am one with God.
My mind holds only what I think with God. I will accept atonement for myself. Only salvation can be said to cure.
Mon esprit contient seulement ce que je pense avec Dieu. J'accepterai l'expiation pour moi-même. Du salut seulement, il peut être dit qu'il guérit.
Thank you so much for joining me in this. I think it's great to do this, and I really love it to become quiet together, but also to hear your voice say this. So thank you for that. And actually I want to keep it like this for now. I'm going to play a couple of songs and relax deeper into the stillness, so to speak. And thank you for everything. Thank you so much.